All right, everybody, welcome in. Wow, this is exciting. My name's Chris Costa. It's good to see a lot of you again. You might recognize me from our Reignmakers football content. Well, tonight, something a little bit different, something maybe even a little bit more exciting. Our first ever Reignmakers UFC Pack Break event, one of several of these events that we're going to do. I'm super excited to be here tonight with you guys. We've been talking about this for a while. We have some amazing fight events and fight nights and UFCs coming up. So I'm excited to get into some of these packs with you guys and kind of walk you through our first event, give you some ground rules, talk you through how we're going to be opening these packs and how you guys can participate in really our first ever hit draft. And what does a hit draft mean? So first and foremost, tonight we're going to be breaking open 2 Genesis premium packs and 6 Genesis standard packs, okay? So there's 8 total packs, 40 total cards. And for those of you that have entered each break, you might know that there's 10 total tickets, right? Each break has 10 tickets. That means there's 10 participants. Each one of your tickets is going to get you 4 cards out of the break. 4 cards, 10 tickets, 40 cards. The math is starting to add up, okay? Beyond that, each ticket that you've purchased is going to have associated with it an edition number, right? You purchase a ticket, you find out your ticket is edition number 4. That means you have the 4th pick in our snake draft. What is a snake draft? Well, of all the cards that you're going to see us open here, you are then in Discord going to be able to pick the cards that you want when your pick is called on. So edition 1 will be able to pick the first card of the entire break. Edition 2 will have second pick. Edition 3, third pick, so on and so forth. When we get to pick 10, you will then have the 10th pick and the 11th pick, and we'll move our way back down the draft order. Hopefully that's making sense. Again, snake draft, all cards out on the table. And then in Discord, you, based on your ticket number, will be able to make the choices or the decisions on which card you want. Okay? Really quickly, before we start opening packs, each Genesis pack is going to offer a number of different things, whether it be fighters or tiers. And we're going to be getting excited for some big fighters tonight. I'm sure of it. What we're also going to be doing after the draft is spending a few minutes talking together about what's coming up, what's to expect, maybe some fights on the horizon that you should be looking towards, what each pack or each set consists of, and then we're going to get into the actual draft itself. Why are we going to pause? Our team is going to compile a list of all the cards that were pulled. That's going to take a couple of minutes, and then in Discord, once that list is ready, we'll start drafting, and I will narrate the draft as cards are picked. Okay? Everybody good? All right. Team, let the draft begin. Let's get after it. Pack number 1. Let's see what we've got. This is my favorite part. First pack, first crack. Who do we got? We have an elite. All right, we have 1 elite, a rare, and 3 cores. We'll start with the core. Let's make our way through pack number 1. All right, Chimanara, Amanda Nunes, fantastic. Ducote. That's my man right there, Rob Font. A Rob Font rare. We love that. And our elite card is going to be, all right, Santos, Elite Santos. Rob Font, local to my area, part of the New England cartel. We'll take it. Here we go, pack number 2. A rare and 4 core. Turman. Nicole. Magny, Neil Magny, we like that. Another Nunez. And Young. Chansung Young, very nice. A Chansung Young rare. We're going on to pack number 3, guys. Again, we are going to keep this moving. Try to remember what's been pulled. There will be a recap of what we've hit during that 5-minute break. And I will give you guys a sense of what's available, but also the team in Discord will give you a sense of what's available as well. So don't panic. Don't think, wait a second, I don't know, I'm making notes. I'm taking notes on who's available. The team will give you a list of what's available when your pick is up, but let's keep it moving. 1 rare and 4 core. Amirkhani. A core Romanov. A core Volkov, very nice. A core Spawn, very nice. And our rare is going to be Barrialt. All right, Marc-Andre Barrialt. On to our next pack. 2 rares in this pack, 3 core. Our first core is going to be Kunitskaya. Okay, I like that, a Kunitskaya. An Angela Hill, okay. Moving on to another core. Michael Chandler. What a beast, Chandler. Peak, okay. A rare Peak and a rare Carnero. All right. And our next pack is going to be, this is fast pace. I like this. Nice fast pace. All right, we've got 5 core in this pack. So we better see some big names. Rosa. Munoz. Give me a superstar here. All right, Cyril Gain. Very nice. Oh, baby, now we're talking. Izzy Adesanya, Stylebender, and Viana. All right, pretty solid pack right there. Even though we've got 5 cores, we at least got 2 superstars. Here we go. Next pack coming up. Give us a legendary. All right, we got a rare. 4 core and a rare. Come on. Arukaleng, here we go. Nicolau, a core Esparza, Carla Esparza, very nice. Another core Jonathan Pierce, and give me a nice rare here. One time. Volkov rare. Now we're talking, all right? Hopefully people's ears perked up there. All right, they perked up. Here we go with a premium Genesis. Let's do it. Our first premium Genesis, folks, and we have a legendary. We have 3 elites, a legendary, and a rare. Let's get after it. Our first rare, Angela Hill. Our elite, Fili, Andre Fili. Our next elite, Come on, one time. Rosenstrike, very nice. Next elite is going to be Marlon Vera and our legendary. Come on. I'm putting my hands up already. Tapuria. Solid fighter. Again, guys, if you are taking part in Reignmaker's UFC, any of these fighters that have a fight, their cards are going to be valuable because you can only build so many lineups. So here we go. Next pack, our next premium. Very nice. Legendary, 2 elite and a rare. Or 2 rare, excuse me. First rare. Kunitskaya, okay, we'll take it. Another rare. Dumont. All right, guys, 2 elites and then our legendary. Very nice Oliveira. A very nice Oliveira. Chansung Young elite, our second sighting of Young. And our legendary Buckley, Joaquin Buckley. Okay, we'll take it. Legendary Buckley. All right, folks. So here is what we're going to do. All right, the team is going to compile the list of cards drafted. We're going to spend a couple of minutes chatting here. I'm going to talk you through the product. I'm going to talk you through some of the upcoming fights that you should be looking out for, some of the cards that you should be putting in your pocket for the upcoming fight night. And then we're also going to talk about the game in and of itself, okay? So bear with us. Let us build the list. Make sure you're in Discord if you're part of the draft. What I will say is that members of the break, if you are not present, there has been a criteria put together for you. So if you're not present, draft picks will be made on behalf of those that are not present. That order of magnitude is going to be number 1, starting with the highest tier. If there is a Reignmaker on the board, that Reignmaker would be selected over other cards. Again, these are for folks that are not available. Then we will look at edition tier, starting with the champion and working down to contender. The next criteria would be edition number, starting with the lowest serial number and working our way up. And then again, alphabetically by the fighter's last name, starting with A, working down to Z. Okay, all on the same page there. Very good. Now, let's talk quickly about tonight and what we're doing tonight, not only on this show, but also on the 6 p.m. show and what you guys can expect. Now, as you just saw, 2 Genesis premium packs, which are at this point incredibly scarce. They are sold out, right? So you cannot purchase them on the marketplace. They are sold out on the marketplace. So having access to 2 of those packs in these breaks by fractionalizing the breaks into 10 spots is actually an incredible opportunity. And then the 6 Genesis standard packs, okay? Let's talk about Genesis packs in general. The Genesis set includes 426 total fighter game cards, and there's 5 rarity tiers included in this set from core to Reignmaker, right? So every fighter in the Genesis drop is going to fall into one of those edition tiers, other than, of course, Conor McGregor and John Jones. They, of course, have a bit of a unique status and popularity, of course. Their cards were likely to sell for big money on the secondary market. So they're going to sit in the challenger tier. However, here's how the tiers break down. Champion tier are any current belt holders, right? For example, Aljamain Sterling in the bantamweight is a champion. Brandon Moreno in flyweight is a champion. You've got Amanda Nunes holding championship belts in two weight classes. So that's your champion tier. Headliner tier is going to be the number 1 or the number 2 ranked fighter in their respective weight class. Okay, that's important to note. The number 1 or number 2 ranked fighter in their weight class. Ranked tier is going to be anybody ranked 3 to 15 in their weight class. Your challenger tier is going to be anybody that's won at least 1 fight in 2022. Your contender series or anybody that's been named or earned a UFC contract in season 6 of Uncle Dana's contender series. And then all snapshots of these cards or of these player statuses are based on the final pay-per-view of 2022. Okay. Now, Genesis standard packs, the ones that we just opened 4 of, that is going to be 5 fighter game cards with 3 guaranteed ranked headliner or champion tier fighters, and all core elite with a chance of rare plus. So rare or better, but they're all core elite or with a chance of rare plus. However, Genesis premium packs, which we opened 2 of in the first break, you have, of course, 5 fighter game cards, 4 guaranteed ranked headliner or champion tier, as opposed to standard, which are 3 guaranteed ranked headliner or champion tier. And then you're getting all rare plus, with the only way to rip a Genesis Legendary or Reignmaker via pack. So these premium packs are the only way you're getting Legendary or Reignmaker fighters via pack. Of course, you can purchase them on the secondary. All right? Everybody on the same page? We're good? Great. I actually like some of the fighters. I saw 2 Nunez's. There's some really great fighters. I personally, the rare Rob Font, who's a friend, and one of my favorite fighters, obviously being local to the New England area. Both he and Calvin Cater, two of my buddies. Shout out to Rob and Calvin. Okay, so let's talk about the upcoming UFC events, some talking points around them, and really the headline of the event, right? We've got Derek Lewis and Spivak. Derek Lewis, absolute pounder, just an absolute power puncher. Currently holds the knockout record in the UFC. However, he is on a 2-fight losing streak. So I think that's what makes this upcoming UFC fight night super interesting. You have Derek Lewis coming up. He's got the name, he has the pedigree, but he is coming off of 2 losses, where you've got Spivak, the number 12 ranked heavyweight, coming in on a 2-fight winning streak and really on the rise. So you have a big name that's kind of stagnated, or, you know, where Lewis is kind of seeing maybe a fall off. Maybe it's his training, maybe it's his approach. And now you got Spivak coming in who's super hot and really on a 2-fight winning streak and on his rise. So that is worth noting. I think it's a really interesting main event for a fight night. The number 7 versus the number 12 heavyweight on the planet. The co-main event, however, is also interesting. You've got Dawoon Young and Devin Clark, are both fighters coming off of losses. You've got Young's first defeat of his UFC career. He's 15-3-1, but he's unranked. And then you've got Clark, who's 13-7. So I think that's also a very interesting co-main event. And then you've got some other notable fights. Dooho Choi and Kyle Nielsen on the featherweight division. They call Dooho the Korean Superboy, one of my favorite nicknames in all of UFC. He's returning to the octagon in the first time in over 3 years. And, you know, he is a little bit injury prone. So I think Nelson, who's 1-4 in his UFC career, might be able to find a weakness or might be able to find a gap here and grab a win. All in all, I think this upcoming UFC fight night gives you an opportunity to really find some value. Obviously, as you would expect across a number of different events, these players that are taking part in these events, their cards are likely going to see a rise in value. So it might be in your best interest to get out ahead of some of these events. It might be in your best interest to take part in some of these pack breaks where you can get access to some players whose value in the secondary market might really increase. I do want to then also come back and give you guys a recap on what we've pulled and what was in the break. You should also see this in Discord, but I do want to give you guys a rundown of what we just saw. I know the team is putting together a list of what was pulled so far, but I can give you an update on them based on tier. First off, our 2 legendaries for everybody listening. All right. Recap of what's been pulled. Our 2 legendaries, a Joaquin Buckley, that was number 2 of 4 in the legendary set. We also had an Ilya Topuria, number 9 of 15. Okay, so those are your 2 legendary cards. You can see them on your screen now. I'm going to go through our elite cards as well and give you a breakdown of those. Number 1, Chan Sung Young, card number 9 of 45. The Charles Oliveira elite, number 28 of 45, is also a fantastic card. Really excited that we pulled that. So the Oliveira elite, we had an Andre Fili, number 2 of 12. The Jair Rosenstrike elite, number 15 of 45, also a really interesting card as well. Marlon Vera elite, number 44 of 45. Moving on to our next elite pull was a Talia Santos, number 5 of 45. Okay, so Santos, the Vera, the Rosenstrike, the Fili, Charles Oliveira, and Chan Sung Young. Those are your elite pulls. Now for your rare pulls and the rare cards pulled on this stream. Norma Dumont, number 103 of 180. Yana Kunitskaya, number 141 of 180. It's a great card. Angela Hill, number 94 of 180. Alexander Volkov, really awesome card there, number 21 of 180. And we've got a Renato Carneiro, 56 of 180. A Trevor Peak, number 37 of 40. Marc-Andre Barrios, number 25 of 40. That's another elite pull. Chan Sung Young, rare as well, number 21 of 180 to go along with the elite. We have a Rob Font, which I mentioned earlier. Shout out to Rob, number 71 of 180. So really solid so far. No monsters. Well, I wouldn't say no monsters. That Charles Oliveira is a badass card. And there's really some good value mixed in as well. I can recap the cores as well for those of you folks that are trying to plan for your later picks in the draft or even earlier picks, depending on who you're looking for. Auriculeng Genesis, number 5 of 160. Auriculeng. A Carla Esparza, 107 of 720. A Jonathan Pierce, 370 of 720. A Mathis Nicolau, 522 of 720. A Cyril Gain, 264 of 720. That's a big name. Izzy Adesanya, probably the biggest name we've pulled, 88 of 720. Carl Rosa, 565 of 720. Pedro Munoz, 183 of 720. Polyana Viana, 592 of 720. Angela Hill, 123 of 720. Michael Chandler, 171 of 720. We have a Yana Kunitskaya, our second Kunitskaya of the night, 499 of 720. Volkov, 442 of 720. Alexander Romanov, 711 of 720. Makwan Amirkhani, 149 of 160. Ryan Spahn, 500 of 720. Bo Nickal, 127 of 160. Josiane Nunez, 83 of 720. A Neil Magny, 257 of 720. A Wellington Turman, 49 of 160. Amanda Nunez, 130 of 720. Emily Ducote, 499 of 720. Caitlin Chaminara, 226 of 720. And there's your break, okay? We are officially, folks, ready to draft. Get ready. Start thinking about what you want. Our first round pick order, and we'll start talking through our draft order, is going to be pick number 1, JCD 2525. So ticket number 1 is going to JCD 2525. Once we get JCD 2525's pick in, we are going to move on to Steve L 008. Okay, so JCD 2525, second pick, Steve L 008, third pick, Libby 10, fourth pick, Viceroy Ron, fifth pick, USA F Steven, sixth pick, B to the C, seventh pick, Skomasarov, eighth pick, Typical Gamer, tag, 9, Typical Gamer, tag, and then 10, Sleazy Norleazy. And we do have our first pick in. Our first pick, legendary Ilya Topuria, ranked number 9 overall. That is our first pick of the draft. Congrats to JCD 2525. Pick number 2 is up. Steve L 008. You were on the clock, my friend. Look at this. We're doing a hit draft with UFC Reignmaker cards. I'm loving it. I'm so used to doing this with physical cards. It's almost easier doing it with digital cards. It's all right here. I'm kind of geeking out right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. All right, Steve L 008. Guys, and there is going to be a shot clock. There is going to be a shot clock. Yeah, we are going to have a shot clock here. So if somebody isn't present or isn't able to get their pick in, we are going to go to the category or the criteria that I gave you earlier. Yes, the first pick was Ilya Topuria, ranked 9th overall. That was JCD 2525's pick. And thank you to our Discord team who is feeding me the picks in real time. Second pick is in. With the second pick in the first ever UFC Reignmaker hit draft, the legendary Joaquin Buckley from the Challengers division. The Challengers tier, Joaquin Buckley legendary is going to Steve L008. Congrats, Steve L. Pick number 3 is on the clock. Pick 3, Leebe 10, Leebe 10. You are on the clock. I like seeing the 2 legendaries off the board first. That makes sense to me. And we got a quick pick in. It was a quick trigger pull by Leebe 10. Elite Charles Oliveira, headliner tier, off the board. Elite Charles Oliveira, headliner, off the board. Congrats to Leebe 10. Charles Oliveira going home with Leebe 10. Pick number 4, you are on the board. Viceroy Ron on the clock. Viceroy Ron on the clock, guys. As a recap, JCD 2525 with the legendary Ilya Topuria, ranked number 9th overall. Pick 2, Steve L. takes home the legendary Joaquin Buckley from the Challengers division. Pick 3 going to Leebe 10, taking home the elite Charles Oliveira. We are on pick 4 with Viceroy Ron. And Viceroy Ron's pick is in with the 4th overall pick and the first ever UFC Reignmakers hit draft, elite Talia Santos of the headliner tier going off to Viceroy Ron. Elite Talia Santos. Pick 6 on the board. Pick 6 is on, pick 5 is on the board. I skipped a pick. Pick 5 must have been freaking out there. Pick 5 is on the clock. USAF Steven. USAF Steven, you are on the clock, my friend. USAF Steven is on the clock. Some good names still on this board, guys. Some good names still on this board. And like I said earlier, this is a great way, especially with pack openings. If players' markets are shifting based on what events are coming up the road, this is an opportunity to land a headliner and also kind of pad your collection for future fights. All right, here we go. Pick is in. Pick number 5, the USAF Steven. The elite Marlon Vera, ranked 44th overall. Elite Marlon Vera. Very nice. So congrats to USAF Steven with the elite Marlon Vera. Pick 6 is on the clock. B to the C. B to the C. Pick 6 on the clock. I feel like we could have some guys. So first off, first ever. This is the first ever break, the first ever UFC pack break we've done. Our team, the whole team here, is excited about all the things that we're going to be adding into these breaks, the production quality, and really building this out into being as entertaining an experience for you as possible. But shout out to the team for putting this together, for having the back end built out, the communication built out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, but I will say, expect positive changes going forward. There's a lot of cool things coming and a lot of exciting announcements coming as well. Okay. Again, pick 6 is on the clock. B to the C. You are on the clock, my friend. Recap. Pick 1. The legendary Joaquin Buckley goes out. Pick 1. JCD 2525 went with the legendary Ilya Topuria. Pick 2. Steve L with the Joaquin Buckley. Pick 3. Leebe 10 went home with the elite Charles Oliveira. Pick 4, Viceroy Ron goes home with the elite Talia Santos. Pick 6, USAF Steven takes home the elite Marlon Vera. Pick 6 on the clock. B to the C. I actually like that pick a lot right there. All right, guys, on the clock, B to the C. Calling B to the C. You are on the clock, my friend. This may be our first opportunity to go to our draft criteria for anybody not present. Here we go. The pick is in. The sixth pick and the first ever UFC Reignmakers hit draft. Elite Yair Rozenstruik, 15th ranked fighter. B to the C, taking home the Elite Yair Rozenstruik with the 15th ranked card. Pick 7 on the clock, Skomasarov. Skomasarov almost sounds like it could be a UFC fighter. Skomasarov, are you in the UFC? Are you in the UFC? Skomasarov sounds like some sort of like a top-ranked flyweight. Skomasarov on the clock, 7th pick overall. We just had the Elite Yair Rozenstruik off the board. Love that. I'm looking at the women's divisions, guys. So in the strawweight division, and this is just a little educational situation for our UFC fans or folks that are, I would say, light fans, but maybe not as dialed in. In the women's strawweight division, Zhang Weili is your champion, who is an absolute just tank. She is unstoppable, it seems. The women's flyweight division, obviously Shevchenko, who is a phenomenal fighter. I'm going to pause there. We do have an auto pick in based on our criteria. Pick 7, Skomasarov with the Elite Andre Fili. The challengers too. Andre Fili. So Skomasarov is taking home Elite Andre Fili. That is our first auto pick. Pick 8. You are on the clock. Pause. Potentially incorrect information. Pause. Everybody hold the phone. Hold the phone. Incorrect. That did not match the criteria. We have corrected the auto pick. The auto pick has been corrected to an Elite Sung Young Jung. So the young Elite Chan Sung Young has been pulled. Chan Sung Young Elite off the board, going to Skomasarov. All right, so the auto pick has been corrected. Chan Sung Young. Very nice. Very nice. Back to what I was saying earlier. Of course, Amanda Nunes with two belts right now. She has women's bantamweight and women's featherweight. In the flyweight division, you have Brandon Moreno in the men's division, who is a beast in his own right. Pausing there. Pick 8 on the board. Typical gamer tag. Typical gamer tag, which is a typical gamer tag. Interesting name. Typical gamer tag with the typical gamer tag. Pick 8, you are up on the clock. Again, guys, the Elite Chan Sung Young off the board with the 7th pick, I should say. 8th pick now choosing. Back to the men's division here. I just want to highlight some of these belt holders. Aljamain Sterling in the bantamweight division. Volkanovski in the featherweight division. We do have some Volkanovski cards on the board tonight. The lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev, who is maybe the scariest human being on planet Earth. Welterweight division, you have Leon Edwards. Middleweight division, Alex Pereira, who has lit the world on fire since his last fight. We have an auto pick coming in, folks. Update, auto pick coming in for the 8th spot. Typical gamer tag. Auto chooses. We're dipping into the envelope. The Elite Andre Fili. So the Elite Andre Fili is once again off the board. Pick 8, typical gamer tag. Auto picks the Elite Andre Fili. Nice pick. Nice pick. Pick 9. Typical gamer tag up again, assuming this will be auto-picked as well. But back to our belt holders. Jamahal Hill, the light heavyweight belt holder, who just had an impressive win over Glover. And then your heavyweight division is currently championless. Currently championless. But some fighters worth noting in that division. Cyril Gane, who we do have on the board tonight. Stipe, Curtis Blades, John Jones, Tai Tuivasa, Tom Aspinall. Some really impressive fighters in that heavyweight division. Rosenstrike as well, who was just picked. The elite Rosenstrike in that heavyweight division, who was just picked in the 6th slot by B to the C. Pick 6 on the board, guys. Elite Gamer Tag. Typical Gamer Tag with the pick 9. Pick 8 and 9 back-to-back for Typical Gamer Tag. We are going auto pick again here. What do we have matching our auto pick criteria, team? All right, the rare Chan Sung Young. So we have Chan Sung Young off the board, nearly back-to-back. Chan Sung Young rare going off the board in the 9th slot. 10th pick by Sleazy Norleazy is going to have back-to-back slots here. 10th pick, Sleazy Norleazy, you are on the clock. 10th and 11th overall pick, and we begin our snake back to the top. Let me go back through these divisions. I want to call out some notable fighters in a couple of these divisions that we've noted. You start talking about the women's strawweight division again. You Zhang Weili, your belt holder in that division, but Thug Rose Namajunas is, of course, a contender in that division. Amanda Lemos, Jessica Andrade, Marina Rodriguez, Zhao Nanyan. Some really impressive fighters in that women's strawweight division. All right, pick 10 is in. Pick 10, Sleazy Norleazy with the 10th overall pick in the first ever UFC Reignmakers hit draft, rare Alexander Volkov. The rare Alexander Volkov is off the board, and Sleazy Norleazy up again with the 11th pick, back to back, and we begin our way back up the draft board. And the pick is in with the 11th overall pick in the first ever UFC Reignmakers hit draft. Sleazy Norleazy grabs the rare Carnero. The rare Carnero. Very nice. Very, very nice. Renato Carnero, rare. 56 of 180. Pick 12 coming back to Typical Gamer Tag. We may be auto picking here. Shout out to Sleazy for the quick back-to-back trigger pulls there. Love that. Keeping us moving. Keeping us moving. Trying to go through these cards, and I'm trying to play along. I want to guess what you guys are going to pick. I'm not going to say it out loud. Don't worry. I'm not going to give any insights to the rest of the room. But some great cards left here. All right, back to the board here. Women's flyweight, your belt holder, as we said, Shevchenko. But in the mix, Erin Blanchfield is impressive in that division. And then Italia Santos, I also really like in that division. And then if you look at women's bantamweight, Amanda Nunes holding that belt. But you've got Juliana Pena, who's impressive, Irene Aldana, Valentina Shevchenko, who is, a belt holder in her own right in the flyweight division. And Raquel Pennington, all very impressive fighter. Macy Chasen is also an impressive fighter in that women's bantamweight. So if you start hearing names, guys, I want to take some notes. These could be fighters that you may want to chase in other break events that we're hosting, tonight's break event, or break events later this month. They also could be players you want to hunt down in the secondary market, or players you want to chase in packs, right? If you want to open your own packs off the secondary market, some of these names will certainly not only command a nice price in the resale market, but also potentially help build you winning lineups towards prizes. Guys, one other thing to call out here as we go through the draft and as we wait on the 12th pick here by Typical Gamer Tag, we are going to have over $4 million in prizes this season just for collecting. Okay? Sounds like a crazy number. There's $4 million being handed out just based on franchise score competition. Okay? So as you collect, as you buy packs, as you collect cards, as your collection grows, so does your franchise score. And that franchise score is going to help unlock $4 million in prizes. $4 million in prizes. So make sure you're participating. There's a lot of money being handed out. All right, pick is in. Auto pick. Auto pick, a personal favorite of mine, the rare Rob Font. Typical gamer tag, auto picking in the 12 spot. The rare Rob Font on the clock for pick 13. Again, back-to-back typical gamer tag. We might be seeing another auto pick here. And guys, appreciate everybody that is present. Obviously, understand if you aren't able to be present, everybody has things going on. But appreciate those that are present and that are picking rapidly. Very nice. All right, so keep in mind, $4 million in franchise score prizes this year that are directly correlated with your collecting and building of your portfolio. So let's continue to talk about some of these fighters, okay? Pick 13 is in. Rare Hill. The Rare Hill, I believe that is a Yamaha Hill. Is that correct? Oh, excuse me, Angela Hill. Excuse me. I apologize. Angela Hill, number 94 of 180 is going to typical gamer tag. Pick 14, you are on the clock, Skomasarov. Skomasarov is on the clock with pick 14. As I was saying, $4 million in prizing on the franchise score side of the game. That is directly correlated with the fighters and fighter cards that you continue to accumulate and collect. With that said, let's continue to talk about some of these fighters. We've got the flyweight men's division. Brandon Moreno is your belt holder, as we mentioned. Alexandre Pantoja is a contender in that division. You've got Manel Kape and Brandon Royval, who is also very impressive in that division. So Moreno is your belt holder, but Kai Kara France is another fighter that comes to mind in that division. So keep that in mind in the flyweight division. All right, pick is in. Pick 14, Skomasarov, auto-picking the Rare Dumont. Rare Dumont. Okay, I'm saying that very, I'm just getting it out there. But the Norma Dumont, maybe you would say Norma Dumont. 103 of 180, the Rare Norma Dumont. Pick 15, on the clock, B to the C. B to the C. All right, let's talk about bantamweight, guys. As we said, the Aljamain Sterling is the belt holder in that division, but a really impressive division, maybe the most exciting division in UFC right now. You've got Henry Cejudo, who is a contender in that division. Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean O'Malley, Peter Yan, two very impressive, explosive fighters. You've got Corey Sandhagen, Umar Nurmagomedov. Obviously, that name carries with it some weight. Yadong Song or Song Yadong, and then Adrian Yanez. So very impressive bantamweight. Again, Sterling is your belt holder, but there are some contenders. Sugar Sean O'Malley, maybe the most recognized name in the sport right now, or at least the most exciting name in the sport right now. Auto pick is in for pick 15. Pick 15, we have a rare Yana Kunitskaya. Rare Yana Kunitskaya, number 141 of 180. Congrats to B to the C. Pick 16 on the board, USAF Steven. We're moving. We're moving along. The auto picks they're trying to hurt us. Okay, the auto picks are trying to slow us down, but we're moving. The team is moving on the back end. You guys are moving. We appreciate it. All right. All right. USAF Steven, thank you. In quick with the pick, the rare Marc-Andre Barrio. Challengers 25 card. Rare Marc-Andre Barrio. Very nice. Marc-Andre Barrio. 25 of 40. That's serial numbered to 40. Very nice grab. Very nice grab. Here we go. Pick 17 on the clock. Viceroy Ron, you are up, my friend. Back to the fighters, my favorite part. Back to the fighters. Okay, so let's talk about featherweight. Quick pick. Love this, guys. All right, 17 is in. Viceroy Ron has entered his pick. He's taken the rare Trevor Peek. Contenders Series 37 card. Rare Trevor Peek. Number 37 of 40. Another low serial numbered card, guys. Very nice. And pick 18 is on the clock. Libby 10. Libby 10 is up. And as I left off, featherweight division held belt by Alexander Volkanovski. But another exciting division, Yair Rodriguez, Josh Emmett. You've got Arnold Allen, an impressive fighter. Brian Ortega, very nice. So the featherweight division definitely has some value in it. Again, guys, these are names you should be jotting down. These are names that you can hunt down in pack breaks, hunt down in packs that you want to open yourself, and also hunt down in the open market. All right, pick 18 is in. Libby 10 is grabbing the Core Bo Nickal from the Contenders Series 1, 2, 7. Core Bo Nickal. Let's see what we've got for a serial number on that. Let me get you your serial number here. Bo Nickal. Where did my Bo Nickal card go? There he is. 127 of 160. Core Bo Nickal, 127 of 160. Pick 19 on the board. Guys, we're almost halfway there. We are almost at the halfway point. Pick 19 on the clock. Steve L, 008. Steve L, up on the clock. Let's go. Back to my fighters. All right, lightweight division. Held by Islam Makhachev. God, he is a scary dude. But so are some of these fighters. We've got Alexander Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Beneil Dariush, Rafael Fiziev. Wow, I'm like highlighting that lightweight division. That is a badass division. All right, pick is in. Pick 19, Steve L008, grabbing the Core Alexander Volkov. Core Alexander Volkov. Very nice. 442 of 720. 442 out of 720. Very nice. Alexander Volkov. We will take it. Pick 20 is on the board. We're halfway there, folks. JCD 2525, and the pick is in. Core Amanda Nunes. The Core Amanda Nunes, the absolute GOAT. Amanda Nunes Core, and that is champion 130. All right, so let me find your Amanda Nunes. I just like to make note of these on my end, guys. 130 out of 720. 130 out of 720. All right. Very nice. Here we go. Pick 21. JCD 2525, and the pick is in. Core Alexander Romanov. The Core Alexander Romanov. 711 out of 720. Alexander Romanov, 711 out of 720. Guys, the picks are moving. Thank you. Pick 22, Steve L008. Let's get it. Pick 22, Steve L008 is on the clock. Very nice. All right, there he is. I was wondering when this would go off. Core Izzy Adesanya. The Core Izzy Adesanya, number 88 of 720. A headliner. Izzy Adesanya is going to Steve L008. And let's move on to pick 23. Libby 10, you are on the clock with pick 23. Pick 23. Speaking of Izzy Adesanya, let's talk about that middleweight division. Alex Pereira, who, of course, fought Izzy, is your belt holder, but that division is stacked. Izzy, of course, Robert Whittaker, Cannonier, Marvin Vettori, Paulo Costa, one of the best last names in the UFC, Sean Strickland, Imavov, Khamzat is in that division. My goodness. Khamzat Chimaev. is also one of the scariest humans on the planet. So that middleweight division is pretty stacked. No Alex Pereira's tonight, though. All right, Levy 10, auto pick incoming. 23rd pick overall, auto pick incoming. What do we got, team? Carla Esparza. Let's go. Carla Esparza, core. 107 of 720. Very nice. Pick 24 on the clock. Viceroy Ron, let's do it. Let's do it. Viceroy Ron with the 24th overall pick. Cyril Gain, core, headliner, number 264. Cyril Gain, headliner, number 264 of 720. Nice job. Viceroy Ron with the Cyril Gain. Number 25, pick 25 on the board, USAF Steven. USAF Steven, pick number 25. Let's go. Find my fighter list here. While USAF Steven picks. That light heavyweight division, of course, belted by Jamahal Hill. Also who recently just won over Glover Teixeira. You've got Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Prochaska, Alexander Rakic. Very impressive division. Meanwhile, our 25th pick is in, folks. Core Makwan Amirkhani. Core Makwan Amirkhani. That is number 149 of 160. Amirkhani. 26th pick on the board. You are on the clock, B to the C. B to the C is on the clock. B to the C on the clock. Let's see what we got here. We've got the welterweight division jumps out just because of the names involved. Of course, your belt holder's Leon Edwards, but God, some superstars in that welterweight division. Usman, Kamaru Usman, of course, Colby Covington, Hamzat Chimaev, Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, Sean Brady, Jeff Neal, Rachmanov. Wow. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a couple of Usman cards. Not auto. 26, B to the C. Was going to be an auto and then says no auto. Which card are we going with? Which card are we going with? That light heavyweight division as well, guys. Keep an eye on Yuri Prochaska this year. Yuri Prochaska in the light heavyweight division has my eye. All right, here we go. Auto pick. Josiane Nunes. Josiane Nunes is going out to B to the C. B to the C, 27th pick on the clock. Skomasarov. Skomasarov is on the clock with the 27th pick. We're almost in pick 30, guys. We are moving. And then your heavyweight division, guys, of course, is wide open right now. Cyril Gaines, Stipe, Miocic, John Bones Jones, Tai Tuivasa. Jair Rosenstrike, who we've seen in this break. All some pretty heavy hitters right there. So those are some names, I think, guys, as we ran through that everybody should have their eye on. Alexander Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, who we saw in this break, Dustin Poirier. These are kind of your highlights, so to speak. All right, we have an auto pick in on 27th pick, Skomasarov. Auto pick is going to be Core Angela Hill. Skomasarov in the 27th spot is going with the Core Angela Hill. Several cards left, guys. We have a Michael Chandler, a Pedro Munoz, Caitlin Terminara, Neil Magny, Jonathan Pierce, Emily Ducote, Yana Kunitskaya, Ryan Spahn, Mateus Nicolau. Very nice. Here we go. Pick 28 on the clock. Typical gamer tag. I know this is a back-to-back spot for gamer tag, so let's get it. I wonder if we will have a Reignmaker in tonight's break. That would be nice. Reignmaker in tonight's break would be nice. We might have our pick in, folks. Auto pick, typical gamer tag, pick 28. Core Michael Chandler, the stud of Michael Chandler. Very nice. 28, typical gamer tag is taking down the Core Michael Chandler. On the clock, back-to-back, 29th pick, typical gamer tag. Let's see where this lands. Trying to think of which one of these divisions I think is the most exciting. Guys, if you're in the Discord and you're watching this, I would love to get some feedback. We won't have it in real time, but what your favorite division is here and what you think the most exciting division in the UFC, both men or women. I would be very curious to get your guys' feedback from my big UFC buffs out there. All right, 29th pick is in. We are moving on to pick 30. In the meantime, 29, typical gamer tag is taking down the Core Arikilang. The Core Arikilang. Pick 30 is up. Sleazy Norleezy. Sneezy Norleezy. You are up. Guys, how about this Reignmaker swag? How we doing? How's everybody doing? Okay? No big deal. All right? Guys, this is very elite. This is an elite article of clothing. This is what you call this. This is elite clothing. Pick 30 is up. Sleazy Norleezy. Right off the rip. Core Yana Kunitskaya. The Core Yana Kunitskaya. And pick 31 coming in again. Sleazy Norleezy. Sneezy. I just did that twice. Sleazy Norleezy. You're getting me. Sleazy, you're getting me with that name. Sneezy might be better. My team is saying, hey, we might have to switch that to Sneezy. Sleazy Norleezy. Here we go. Pick number 31. Let's get it. We are in the final stretch, folks. Stick with me. Core Pedro Munoz. Very nice. I like that. That's good value. Good value at the end of a draft. The Core Pedro Munoz. And we're moving on to pick 32. Typical gamer tag. Typical gamer tag. Working our way back up to the top spot. We're going to have back-to-backs here, folks. 32 and 33 are going to go to typical gamer tag. Let's see what you're getting, bud. Also, if you are in Discord and you want to provide feedback on what your most or what you think the most exciting division is, I would also like your thoughts on who the most feared fighter is. Who is the scariest person in the UFC? Because I have my thoughts looking at my list here. All right, pick 32. Typical gamer tag is coming in with the Core Ryan Spahn. Core Ryan Spahn going off at 32. On to 33. Typical gamer tag up again. Typical gamer tag is up again. This co-main event I'm eyeing here, guys, for the upcoming UFC fight night. The Dawoon Young and Devin Clark fight actually might be more exciting than people think. I mean, how could it not be? How could it not be? Here we go. 33 typical gamer tag pick is in. Auto pick. The core, Caitlin Cheminada. Caitlin Cheminada. Core. Pick 33. Thank you, team. We're going to pick 34 here. Pick 34, Skomasarov is up. 6 picks left, and we will be through our first ever UFC Reignmakers Pack Break event. And then, guys, just a quick reminder, I will be back tonight at 6 p.m. I'm actually going to be on my way to the DraftKings studio. We're going to be doing our Reignmakers football program and recording our Reignmakers weekly football show. And then we're coming back at 6 p.m. for another live pack break event. I'm actually going to do that from the DraftKings studio office. Oh, we do have one more draft after this. Interesting. Here we go. Auto pick 34. Core Magny off the board. The Core Magny is off the board. Team, am I relaying that correctly to the viewers? We have this draft, a small break, and then we come back with another pack break draft at 6, or do we actually have another draft coming up here? Gotcha. All right. Perfect. Yes, you are correct. We do have a second draft. And 35 is in, guys. B to the C. Core Carol Rosa. Core Carol Rosa. Here we go. Pick 36, USAF Steven. All right, here we go. 36 USAF Steven. Core Mathis Nicolau, the 522 ranked card. Here we go. Pick 37 is on the clock. USAF Steven again, back-to-back, our second back-to-back spot. Here we go, bud. $37 is off the board. We've got a Core Jonathan Pierce, the 370th ranked card, going to USAF Steven with the 37th pick. 38th pick is on the board. $38th pick on the clock, Libby 10. 38th pick is on the clock, guys. We have 2 picks left in our first break. Libby 10. 2 cards left. Excuse me, 3 cards left. 2 picks after Libby 10, 3 picks total. We have an Emily Ducot, a Poliana Viana, and a Wellington Turman. Auto pick for Libby 10. Core Ducote, Emily Ducote to Libby 10. Libby 10. 38th pick on the board, Steve L. 008. All right, here we go. Core Wellington Terman. Challengers number 49. That leaves one card. One card. Final pick. JCD 2525. The final pick in the first ever Reignmakers UFC Pack Break Draft event. Thank you guys so much. This has been awesome. I've actually had a blast here. We are going to obviously tighten things up. Listen, hey, you and me and you, we're learning. We're getting better. We're figuring this out. It's the first time this has ever been done anywhere. Nobody's ever done hit drafts for digital cards and digital Reignmaker cards and pack breaks. So here we are. We're getting better. We're learning as a crew. We're going to be back with another break in a minute here. But the Core Poliana Viana, ranked 592, is our last card picked. All right? We transition, right? We transition, Daylight Cat. We transition to our next break, correct? Are we moving right into it? Do I hear a yes? I hear a yes. We're moving right into it. Here we go. Pack break number 2, guys. So that was a lot of fun. Some great cards. I get to open more packs with you guys, so I'm never going to complain about that. Let's continue the action. Let's move right into pack break number 2. And let's get going. All right. So Daylight, if you could pull us up here, we're going to do pack number 1. And let's get right into it, guys. Why skip a beat? All right. We've got 5 core cards. There we go. Ducote, Zhang Wei Li. Very nice. Our first Zhang Wei Li. Cyril Gain, Jeffrey Molina, and a Lauren Murphy. So pretty solid first pack. I like to see the Zhang Wei Li. We're moving into pack number 2, guys. 5 more core. Poliana Viana, Forrest Whitaker, very nice. Holly Holm, we like that. Fialo, okay, I like that a lot. And a Lawrence, Ronnie Lawrence. Pack number 3. 2 rares, 3 cores. Our first is a Cortez, second, Dustin Poirier, very nice. Dumont, again, we'll take a Dumont. And then our first rare, Rebecca and Dominic Reyes, very nice. Dominic Reyes, rare. Another standard pack for us. 2 rares again. Almeida, Pena. Ooh, Valentina Shevchenko. We'll take that. Borishev and Aldana. Irene Aldana. Very nice. Rare Aldana. Here we go. Another standard pack for us. Volkanovski, Lemos, Aspinall, Fakhratinov, and Abdelwahab. Abdelwahab. I know that name. Guys, the names aren't the easiest. It's not the easiest sport, okay? It's like a lot of European, a lot of Middle Eastern, a lot of Eastern European. Song Yadong, we like that. Davison Figueiredo, we like that. Casey O'Neill, another core coming up in Ismagulov, okay? And our rare, Yusuf, okay? Yusuf rare. Here we go. Premium pack. Here's where we get juicy. 3 elites, 2 rares. Come on, baby. Negromirano, Nicolau, Pierce, Jonathan Pierce, Alex Pereira, bang, huge hit. Elite Pereira and a Pavlovich. Huge Pereira. Elite Pereira. Wow. Whew. All right, we got a legendary coming up, folks. Buckle your seatbelts. Collier, Max Holloway, we'll take that. Lemos, Elite, Yadong, Song Yadong, and our legendary, one time, Fiora. All right, we'll take the Fiora. I'll take the Song Yadong. I will definitely take the Pereira Elite. Some nice names, some nice cards. Rare Max Holloway, can't go wrong with a legend like Holloway. We will take it. Team, on the back end, if you guys could get to our list, again, for everybody joining in, if you weren't here for the first break, if you're just getting here for the second break, we are going to be doing this again at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a very similar show at 6 p.m. Eastern. We've adjusted some things. I'm actually going to be here the rest of the night. I'm going to do this. We're going to record our football show. For those of you that are part of the Reignmakers football community, we are going to record our football show between this and the next break, and then we're back for more UFC action. The way a snake draft works, okay, each of the folks that are in these breaks have purchased a ticket, okay? Those tickets have an edition number. The edition number of their tickets is directly correlated with the draft order of our draft. If you buy a ticket and then you reveal your ticket and it happens to be ticket 1, you have first pick. If it happens to be ticket 10, you have 10th pick. 10th pick also has 11th pick. So it's a snake draft. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there is some parity. There is a spread of value. First pick obviously has first pick of the litter. 10th pick gets 2 picks right in the middle of the draft. So it gets spread out a little bit. All right. Just a quick recap on things coming up in the UFC community. For those that have been here since the beginning of the show, bear with me, okay? The UFC Fight Night that is coming up is going to be headlined by Derek Lewis and Sergey Spivak. Okay, Lewis, the number 7 heavyweight. He's the record holder for KOs in the UFC, a heavy hitter, a big name, but coming off of 2 losses, which makes things a little bit interesting because Spivak enters as the number 12 heavyweight and is coming off of 2 straight wins. So you've got a big name with big pedigree in Lewis coming off 2 losses, and you've got a smaller name, a more up-and-coming name coming off 2 wins going toe-to-toe. Who takes it down? Who knows? But make sure you're out there looking for your Derek Lewis and Spivak cards. Also, co-main event on the light heavyweight side, Dawoon Young and Devin Clark. Both fighters coming off losses in that event. You've got Blagoy Ivanov and Marcin Tybura, both on the heavyweight division. Ivanov is returning from a 2-year layoff, okay, which is nice, but Tybura has won 6 of the last 7 fights. So that's a hot fighter right there. Doo-Ho Choi, who has my favorite nickname, the Korean Superboy, is taking on Kyle Nelson in the featherweight division. Yusaku Kinoshita and Adam Fugit in the welterweight division go head-to-head. The Yusaku Kinoshita is Uncle Dana's Contender Series signee. And it is his UFC debut. Okay, he's 6-1 in MMA. He's obviously 0-0 in the UFC. And it is the first fighter from Japan in the DWCS history to earn a contract. All right. And then Fugit is 8-3 in MMA. He's got an 0-1 record in UFC. Again, Fight Night is really an opportunity for some of these undercard fighters to build a name for themselves, to develop their UFC career. It's an opportunity for you to get to know some lesser-named fighters that might be at the beginning of a big career. So also, if you are a UFC fan, if you are a UFC Reignmakers fan, Fight Nights might be an opportunity for you to learn and to get an edge on some fighters that you might be able to leverage down the road in later events, okay? I will say this. Prizing, guys. One thing that is very important to note that we talked about early on. There's $4 million in prizes being handed out this year in franchise score side action alone. When I say side action, franchise score prizing is comprised of prizes that are dictated by your collection. You build your franchise score based on how you build your collection. The more packs you open, the more cards you buy on the secondary market, the more cards sitting in your portfolio on the DraftKings marketplace is going to dictate your franchise score. Franchise score is going to unlock prizing, of which there's $4 million being prized out this year in UFC Reignmakers. just by collecting. So open packs is the answer to that. It's the only thing I can come up with. The only thing I can come up with right now to help you as a viewer is to say open packs. I don't care if you open them. I don't care if you join breaks with me or with us and you open them with us. I don't care if you're buying cards in the secondary market. Build your collection, build your lineups for fight events, but more importantly, have a collection to help you partake in those franchise score prizes, okay? Second, tonight's break, tonight's construction of the break includes 2 premium packs, 2 Genesis premium packs, and 6 Genesis standard packs. Alert. Premium packs are sold out. These are very scarce packs. They are not available on DraftKings Marketplace. So by being in this break, by being in tonight's break, by being in future breaks, you are getting access to packs that are not publicly available right now. They have sold out. Finito. Not available. Can't get them. Can't buy them. So as you saw, those packs are obviously loaded with legendary, with elite players, with elite player cards, and are obviously the only opportunity that you get from pack opening to land a Reignmaker tier fighter card, which I'm hoping we're going to land in the next break. Okay. So that is my spiel. That is my update. That is to bring us all up to speed together as a unit. Okay. I know my team is working on our list. Do we have access, Daylight Cat and team, to our list yet? Do we need another minute? Do I need to do some sort of a dance? What do we need? Okay, I'm being told to dance. We're not going to dance. I promise you. Okay, we need 30 seconds. Guys, real quick rundown again of the belt holders in each division. All right, during the break, I will run through some of those bigger names again. Again, in Discord, feel free to chime off. Feel free to pop off on who your favorite fighters are, who your favorite division is. If you disagree with me on something, okay? We are getting the list up now. It's ready in Discord. But real quick on our belt holders, guys. Women's strawweight, Zhang Wei Li. Women's flyweight, Valentina Shevchenko. Women's bantamweight, Amanda Nunes. Women's featherweight, again, Amanda Nunes, very impressive. Flyweight, men's, Brandon Moreno. Bantamweight, men's, Aljamain Sterling. Featherweight, Alexander Volkanovski. The lightweight champion is Islam Makhachev. Oh, my God, he is scary. Welterweight champion, Leon Edwards. Middleweight champion, Alex Pereira. Light heavyweight champion, Jamahal Hill. And we currently have no champion in the heavyweight division. All right. Thank you to our team on the back end, the marketplace team, and our Discord team on getting this list built in such quick fashion. Hopefully you guys find this super helpful as we work our way through our hit draft. We are ready to begin the second draft of our second break of our first show. Okay. The way this works tonight, we had draft and break number 1. Show 1, we are in draft and break number 2 of show 1. We will move on to show number 2 later tonight. Let's get going. Team, who is our first pick in the second draft of tonight's first show? Who do we have? Jeff El Jefe. I could have said Jefe El Jefe, but it's Jeff El Jefe. Pick number 1 in our second draft of show number 1 is going to be Jeff El Jefe. What's he going to go with? Is he going to move his way into the one legendary card? Is he going to look for more of an elite fighter? Is he going to surprise us with a rare or a core? I don't know. Nor do I know what to do with my hands right now. Don't know what to do with my hands. I'm just kidding. Jeff El Jefe, pick 1 on the clock. Let's hear it, buddy. Guys, I'm getting messages from the marketplace team and the Discord team begging me to dance, okay? They are actually begging me to dance. I will not put you through that. I will not do that to us, okay? I could do like some sort of a spin on camera, but we'll save that for the next draft, okay? When we pull a Reignmaker card, if we pull a Reignmaker in one of these pack breaks, I will dance, okay? I promise you, I will do a special Reignmaker dance if we pull a Reignmaker. All right, pick number 1 is in. We have our first overall pick in the second draft of tonight's first show. The legendary Manon Fiorot. Second pick on the board, Yoshi FL. Second pick is on the board, Yoshi FL. Our legendary card is first off the board. Manon Fiorot. Yoshi FL with our second pick. Second pick. And Manon Fiorot is in that headliner tier, which I actually kind of love. I actually kind of love that. Actually love that a lot. I'm actually looking up Manon now. Here we go. Number 2 overall pick, no surprise, is in. Yoshi FL is taking down the Alex Pereira Elite. Awesome card. Congrats to Yoshi FL. B to the C is back at it again. Pick number 3 for B to the C. That rhymed. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Thank you very much. B to the C is on the clock. Am I losing my mind? I might be losing my mind. There we go. Pick 3 on the board. Elite Sergey Pavlovic. Card number 42. Number 4 is on the clock. Cold Beverages with the 4th overall pick. Cold Beverages. Number 4 on the clock, but certainly not 4th in usernames. Cold Beverages. What a name. Let's go. The team is now saying, yep, cold beverages. We all need a cold beverage. A lot going on, guys, on the back end. There's moving parts. There's lists. There's dragging. There's dropping. There's copying. There's pasting. There's messaging. There's talking. Shout out to the DraftKings Marketplace team. Absolute weapons on the DraftKings Marketplace team. Guys, that is your team that handles our marketplace activity. Those are the team members that are managing our Discord. Shout out to Daylight Cat. Shout out to Chloe and the rest of the team, to Bluebird. Absolute weapons. Here we go. On the clock, Cold Beverages is in with an auto pick. Elite Jonathan Pierce, ranked 34. Whoop. Are we adjusting? I think we're adjusting. I need official ruling by Daylight Cat on this. Are we going Pierce or I have my hand in the air. I don't know why. It's in the air, though. Folks, my hand is in the air. We're going, okay. Executive decision. Pick on the board. Cold Beverage, 4th overall pick. Song Yadong Elite. Nice grab. Very nice. Very, very nice. Pick 5 on the clock. Mustafa L. Mustafa L or Mustafa L. I don't know if you want me. Am I saying that in one syllable? Am I going 2 words? Mustafa L, like Mustafa the in Spanish, or is it just Mustafa L, like Raphael? Who knows? Who knows? But I like both. I like both. Maybe I'm even wrong. Maybe it's a 3rd option. Could be a 3rd option, but either way, you're on the board. Pick 5 on the clock, Mustafa L. Let's get it. I really wish I got to pull up Discord next break so I can actually interact with you guys because I really am curious some of your guys' favorite fighters here. There we go. Mustafa L is in. Elite Jonathan Pierce, 34th overall, 34th ranked card, I should say. The 34 card. Pick 6 on the clock. Mufaso, 44. Mufaso, 44 is on the clock. Good luck, my friend. Hopefully you find something you love. Nice. Very nice. Legend. Rare Max Holloway. Card 88 is going to Mufaso 44 at 6. We are on to pick 7. Verbal Kint. Verbal Kint, pick 7. You are on the clock, my friend. Good luck. A lot of nice cards still on the table here. A lot of nice cards still on the table here. Verbal Kint on the clock. Yeah, I'm curious who you'd be more scared of. Islam Makhachev, Kamaru Usman, or Khamzat Chimaev. That's like kind of like one of those impossible questions to ask or answer. Islam Makhachev, Usman, or Khamzat. That's a tough one. That's Yuri too. Yuri Prochaska. My goodness. All right. Verbal Kint is in with an auto pick. The rare Nicolau. The rare Matthias Nicolau. Card 5. Pick 8 on the clock. Baldwin Rye. Baldwin Rye on the clock. Pick 8. Still some great stuff out there. See some big names. I see some big names. Yeah, guys, that light heavyweight division, when I see Yuri, I see, Glover, who obviously just, it looks like retired. Jamahal Hill, who had his way with Glover. Ankalaev, a great fighter. Jan Blachowicz, great fighter. And then Yuri Prochaska, maybe one of the hottest names in the sport. Really impressive division. All right, 8 is in. The rare Amanda Lemos, card 71. Baldwin Rye with the rare Amanda Lemos. It's the card 71, which is great. Nice pick. Moving on, pick 9, Kevin Carmona. Kevina Carmona. I think it's Kevina Carmona, correct? Kevina Carmona. Pick 9, almost at 10, guys. We are almost snaking our way back. Almost snaking our way back. Guys, another quick reminder, or maybe I haven't mentioned this yet, but it's worth mentioning. After we get the pick in from Kevina Carmona, which is an auto pick, and I'm told is on the table here. Rare Dominic Reyes, 9th pick. Kevina Carmona is taking rare Dominic Reyes. Very nice. Very nice. Pick 10, Typical Gamer Tag is back. 10th pick, back-to-back. Typical Gamer Tag is back. 10th pick, back-to-back. Okay, side note, guys. I have not mentioned this yet, but I'm happy to now. Really cool announcement on the football side of things, okay? So for those of you that are Reignmakers football fans or sports fans in general, Detroit running back Jamal Williams is going on our Discord Friday on the 3rd, tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, Reignmakers Discord, from 4 to 4:30 Eastern, okay? He's going to talk football. He's going to talk Reignmakers football, his love of nerd culture, which I think a lot of us, or at least I can speak for myself, resonate with. So very important. Jamal Williams, 4 to 4:30 Eastern tomorrow. That is Friday, February 3rd. With the great Jamal Williams of the Detroit Lions. Here's an interesting fact. He has officially broken Barry Sanders' franchise record for most rushing touchdowns in a single season. So anytime you break a record held by Barry Sanders, you're a big deal. So there you go. All right, here we go. Typical Gamer Tag. 10th overall pick, the core Davison Figueiredo. Very nice. One of the biggest names on the board. Card 157. He has also come back with pick 11 and has the rare Irene Aldana, card 88. Very nice. Bang, bing, bang, boom. Back-to-back, Davison Figueiredo and Irene Aldana. I'll take it. Here we go. Pick 12, Kevina Carmona, or Kevin A. Carmona. Kevin, I'm going to assume Kevin A. Carmona. Kevina is not a name I've heard. If it is your name, very cool name. I'm assuming we're going name, initial, last. Kevin A. Carmona. Maybe it's Kevina. Kevin in a Carmona. Kev in a Carmona. I'm getting my team is the best. I'm pretty sure they're messing with me. Kev in a Carmona. Very nice, Daylight. All right, nice pick by Kevin. Rare Matus Rebecki, card 24. Rare Matus Rebecki. Pick 13, Baldwin Rye. Let's go, bud. Let's go. Have fun with this pick, my friend. It's funny, the women's featherweight division, just there's no answer for Amanda Nunes right now. Norma Dumont is really like the biggest challenge, which is interesting because Amanda is just an absolute freight train. So it is tough to envision somebody challenging her there. However, in the bantamweight division, you get a lot of talent. I mean, Shevchenko in and of herself, even though she's fighting up a weight class and having to fight Amanda, that's a tough belt for her to grab. She's just so talented. Here we go. 13. Pick is in. The rare Sadiq Yusuf. Card 122. Rare Sadiq Yusuf is in. That is going to Baldwin Rye. The 14th pick, Verbal Kint, is on the clock. You are on the clock, my friend. Very nice. Pick 14 is in. Rare Vyacheslav Borshev. The Vyacheslav Borshev, card 9. Very nice. Pick 15, you're on the clock. Mufaso 44 is on the clock. Guys, again, going back to the announcement we just made, Detroit running back Jamal Williams is joining us next, or I should say tomorrow, not next Friday, this Friday, 4 to 4:30 Eastern. He's a huge Pokemon collector, which I did not know, which makes me excited because I am a card and collectibles guy. Obviously, own and run Card Vault, and we do quite a bit of sports cards, but also collectibles and TCG. So I'll definitely be tuning in for that between 4 to 4:30 Eastern with Jamal Williams, for sure. All right, pick 15 is in. Mufaso 44 is grabbing the core. Alexander Volkanovski, card 377. Very nice. Pick 16 is on the clock. Mustafa L. I feel like this one's moving, folks. I feel like this group is engaged. I feel like you guys are engaged. You know who you want. You've got your picks lined up. Right on cue. Mustafa L. The pick is in. Rare Jake Collier. Card 25. Very nice. Pick 16 is the rare Jake Collier from Mustafa L. Pick 17 is on the clock. Cold Beverages is back at it. Cold Beverages, who is making me thirsty every time his pick comes up. Pick 17 on the clock. Cold Beverages, you are up, my friend. Auto pick incoming. Fun fact on Jamal Williams. He was traded from Green Bay, and then in 18, he actually crushed their playoff dreams, which is always nice to see. That's a fun story. Yeah, he was traded from Green Bay, and he did knock him out. So there you go. Auto pick in for Cold Beverages at 17, the rare Nicolay Negamoreno. Nicolay Negamoreno is the 17th pick. We're on to 18. B to the C. You are on the clock, my friend. Good to see you again. When are we going to pull our first Conor McGregor? That's what I want to know. Here's what I really want to know. What a Conor McGregor Reignmaker is going to command on the secondary market. We're pulling a Conor McGregor. tonight at 6 p.m. I agree. Daylight Cat. Daylight Cat is calling. He's calling a Conor McGregor tonight on the 6 o'clock stream. I hope so. Okay? I hope so. With that said, the 18th pick is in, folks. B to the C has taken the Core Zhang Wei Li champion, card 534. Pick 18 is the Core Zhang Wei Li at card 534. We are on to pick 19, almost halfway there, folks. Yoshi FL, you are back up, my friend. And 19 is selected. We have a pick, and it's in. Pick 19. Yoshi FL takes the Core Valentina Shevchenko, card 108, and we have officially reached the halfway point here. Jeff El Jefe on the clock with pick 20. Let's see what you're picking, friend. All right, pick is in. Core, Cyril Gain, headliner, card 524 is our 20th pick. We are passing the halfway mark on to pick 21. Jeff El Jefe, back-to-back as we snake our way back down the draft board. Jeff El Jefe is up with pick 21 after taking the Core Cyril Gain, card 524. Very nice. We still have Juliana Pena, Dustin Poirier, a Robert Whittaker, Polyana Viana, and Ismagulov, Holly Holm, Song Yadong, Emily Ducote, Casey O'Neill, Norma Dumont, Amanda Lemos, Lauren Murphy, Jeffrey Molina, Tom Aspinall, Abdel Wahab, Lucas Almeida, Ronnie Lawrence, Fialo. Some big names left. All right, pick 21 is in. Jeff El Jefe, appreciate the quick turnaround. A Core Dustin Poirier, card 679. Very nice. Can't go wrong. Cyril Gain and Dustin Poirier back-to-back. You got to be happy with that, right, my friend? Pick 22 on the clock, Yoshi FL. Yoshi FL just added a Core Valentina Shevchenko in the 19th slot. Let's see what they go with in the 22 slot. It's looking like Waldo Cortez, the Core Waldo Cortez, card 26. Very nice. Very nice. Pick 23 on the clock, B to the C. B to the C is up with pick number 23. Pick 23, B to the C. B to the C, grab the Zhang Wei Li, card 534 with the 18th pick. We're coming back with the Core Robert Whittaker, card 707 for B to the C in the 23 slot. And we move on to pick 24, cold beverages. Getting more thirsty every time I announce your name, my friend. Pick 24, cold beverages. Cold beverages was auto-picked in the 17 slot. Let's see if we get a live pick here by cold beverages in the 24 slot. I am going to assume not. Auto-pick incoming, folks. Cold beverages auto pick inbound. It is the Core Juliana Pena, card 367. Core Juliana Pena, card 367. We are on to pick 25. Pick 25, Mustafael. Mustafael in the pick 25 slot. Let's see what they're going with. Again, we have a Polana, Viana, Ismagulov, Holly Holm, Song Yadong, Norma Dumont, Casey O'Neill, Emily Ducote, Amanda Lemos, Jeffrey Molina, See what we got. Yeah, I am wondering what that McGregor Reignmaker is got to be one of the biggest cards in the set from a collectible perspective. I mean, it's definitely from a collectible perspective, right? Obviously not an active fighter, but McGregor Reignmaker's pretty badass. That is something you just hold on to and just gloat about. All right, pick 25. Mustafael is in. Core, Poliana Viana. Card 96, and we are on to pick 26. Mufaso 44, pick 26. Let's do it. Let's do it. '26 is in. Core, Tom Aspinall, ranked card 590. Tom Aspinall, card 590 from the ranked edition. Very nice. I like that. I like that. Pick 27 on the clock. Verbal Kint, you are up, my friend. Pick 27, Verbal Kint. If I recall, Verbal Kint was a live pick. Thank you very much. Verbal Kint, you are up, my friend. Pick 27 on the clock, and it is Core Lucas Almeida. Card 29 from the Challengers edition. Lucas Almeida. Pick 28 is on the clock. Baldwin Rye. Baldwin Rye. Yeah, I'm curious what in the Discord, guys, feel free to chime off what you think the most valuable card in the set is. Do you think it's a McGregor Reignmaker? Do you think it's Islam Makhachev Reignmaker? Do you think it's, is it Pereira? Is it, who do you think it is? Amanda Nunes would be a badass Reignmaker card. Daylight Cat says the most valuable card is Tommy Tremble. That brings me back to my Reignmakers football pack openings. Yikes. All right, so 27, Verbal Kint went with the Core Lucas Almeida. Card 29, Baldwin Rye grabs the Core Damir Ismagulov. Card 198, Kevin A. Carmona grabbing the Core Rinat Fakhretdinov. Card 152. Rinat Fakhretdinov. How's that? Nailed that one. Pick 30, guys. We are on the clock with pick 30. Typical Gamer Tag is up again. Typical Gamer Tag is up. Pick 30, Typical Gamer Tag coming in with an auto pick. Auto pick for Typical Gamer Tag incoming. Core Holly Holm off the board to Typical Gamer Tag at spot 30. Pick 31 again. Typical Gamer Tag likely going again to an auto pick, I assume. I would assume another auto pick. Again, guys, we have our criteria for auto picks. If you are just joining, number one, the first criteria we look at, the highest tier available, right? If there's a Reignmaker card available, that's getting picked versus a Core, etc. Then we start looking at edition tier. You start with champion and you work your way down to contender. Then, if that is not applicable, we start with edition number. So you start with the lowest serial number and work your way up. And then finally, if that is not on the table, then we start looking alphabetically by fighter's last name, starting with A, working your way down to Z. Typical gamer tag coming back at spot 31 with another auto pick. Auto pick for typical gamer tag is going to be the Core Song Yadong. Core Song Yadong, back-to-back Holly Holm and Song Yadong for typical gamer tag. And we are on to Kevin A. Carmona at 32. Kevin took home the Rinat Fakhretdinov. Let's see what they're going to take home now. Kevin A. Carmona, pick is in. We are going, I believe it looks like, yes, Hamdi Abdelwahab, card 26. Hamdi Abdelwahab is going to Kevin A. Carmona. The Core Hamdi Abdelwahab to Kevin A. Carmona. Pick 33, Baldwin Rye, 7 picks left, folks, coming up on the home stretch. Here we go. Home stretch. Here we go. Baldwin Rye taking the Core Casey O'Neill, card 318. Casey O'Neill to Baldwin Rye, card 318. The pick 34, Verbal Kint is on the clock. 34, Verbal Kint, 6 picks left. $34, Verbal Kint on the clock. Yeah, I'd love to see what folks' thoughts are on the most valuable card in the set. All right, here we go. Pick 34. Verbal Kint is taking down the Emily Ducote. Core Emily Ducote, card 304. Pick 35 on the table. Mufaso 44. Mufaso 44 coming in with another pick here at pick 35. Let's see what they're grabbing. And Core Amanda Lemos off the board. Card 336. Mufaso 44 taking the Core Amanda Lemos. Next up, Mustafael, spot 36. Here we go, folks. Final 4. Mustafael, spot 36. The final 5 picks. After this, our final 4. Spot 36 to Mustafael is taking the Core. Ronnie Lawrence, card 42. Very nice. Crack one open for cold beverages. Here we go. Spot 37. Cold beverages incoming. Cold beverages, I believe we've been auto picking. All right, guys, spot 37 is on the clock. Cold beverages ready to rock. Here's the auto pick incoming. Shot clock obtained. Auto pick is Core Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont. I think it's probably best that I'm not in the Discord right now because I assume there's several names I'm just chopping up, and I can only imagine the backlash. I can only imagine. Okay, it's fine. Continue, please. By all means, continue. All right, guys. Spot 38, B to the C. Our friend B to the C. Spot 38. 3 cards left on the table. Spot 38, B to the C, is going to take the Andre Fiallo. Andre Fiallo, card 1 947. Pick 39, Yoshi FL. Yoshi FL with our second to last pick. Who's it going to be? Jeffrey Molina or Lauren Murphy? Yoshi FL with Jeffrey Molina or Lauren Murphy. I think auto pick would put you at Lauren Murphy, but schedule is not a factor here, guys. Auto pick does not have schedule as a factor. There you go, Yoshi. Lauren Murphy, 409. The ranked Lauren Murphy. And our final pick, Jeff El Jefe. The last remaining card, Jeffrey Molina, card 590. Congrats, guys. Awesome time. Great job. Thank you guys all for being engaged. Thank you guys all for getting your picks in. That was a lot. I said a lot continuously. The pipes need a rest, okay? I am going to go record the Reignmakers football show for a few minutes here. We will see you guys back at 6 p.m. Eastern. We will see you right here, okay? So don't go anywhere. Make sure you tune in. If you don't have a spot, make sure you tune in, okay? I feel like we're going to pull a Reignmaker. I really do. I really hope we do. It would be really cool, but I do hope for some big cards tonight as well. Thank you guys all for being part of this. This is the first stream we've done. There's going to be many more. We are going to get better. We're going to tighten it up. We're going to fine tune it. There's going to be some more production improvements. However, shout out to the team, the marketplace team, to Bluebird and Daylight Cat and Chloe and the whole team at DraftKings. This has been a lot of fun and a lot to put together. So shout out to them. I'm Chris Costa. I'll be with you guys each week. We appreciate all you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll talk to you guys soon.